Hello everyone, so in this video, let us talk about the second problem from the latest LEETCODE bi-weekly contest 106. So let's start. The problem name is find the longest semi-repetitive substring. So the problem statement goes like this, that you are given a zero index string S, as you can see in the input here, that contains all the digits from 0 till 9. Okay, like not all, but it can consist of all the digits from 0 till 9. Okay, a string T is called semi-repetitive if there is at most one consecutive pair of the same digit inside T. So you can say that a string T is called semi-repetitive if it contains of at most a maximum of two consecutive pair of same digits. So two consecutive numbers if are present in a particular string, then that can call semi-repetitive. Okay. Then for example, if you can see here as an example, if this is a string is called semi-repetitive because there is these two digits side by side. So if you find out only two digits side by side, like if it has 0 0 1 0 0, then this is not semi-repetitive because there are two pairs of consecutive digits. Okay, so if you only find out one pair of consecutive digits, then only that is called semi-repetitive string, or else it is false. Okay, now you just have to find out the length of the longest semi-repetitive string. Substring of this particular string is a smaller part of this. So as you can see, what's the longest length? So as you can see, if I take this, then that is a perfectly semi-repetitive string because 2 is occurring like twice, which is consecutive. That is perfectly fine because I can take at most, you can say at most one time that can also occur. But if I just take 5 2 2 3 3 as a whole, then that is bad because this is also occurring and this is also occurring. I hope understanding what the problem statement is all about. You can only take at most one pair of consecutive digits, not more than that, in a substring that you're trying to find out from this particular string. You just have to find out the maximum substring value. Okay. Now, what you can do here is that you could have done this problem using, you can say, 2 pointers. You can have like taken 2 pointers and keep track of what digits that you have and keep on moving to the right with the other pointer. Whenever the number of values increased and the number of consecutive elements become more than twice, you can just move the left pointer and you can do that in that particular manner as well. But the constraints are pretty small for this particular problem. As you can see, it's only 50. So you can do this in a very brute force way also. Brute force way means that you can find out every possible substring, and that possible substring you can just find out that whether how many consecutive digits are there which are same. Okay, if they are same, you just have to find out how many are there, and it should not be more than one because at most one is possible, and thus among all of them you just find out the maximum one which has the maximum length among all the substrings. You can just print out the answer. Pretty much simple, not much nothing difficult here because the constraints are pretty much small. So we'll move on to the code part now. If you have any doubts, you can also put that in the comment box for this particular video. So as you can see is that I've initialized this maximum value. The maximum substring can be 1 in the very worst case possible because you can only take one element, and that is also a particular like a possible semi. You can also have taken two, but it depends upon the string, but maximum one can always be possible. And what you can do here is that we'll do two nested for loop. One for loop is this, another is this. So if you have a string, let's take an example here. So let's say it's 2 1 2 3 2 2. What you have done is that you have taken one pointer here and start forming all the possible substrings. So one substring is this. Oh, let's try to write it on the one substring is like this. One substring is like this. One substring is like this. So all the substrings starting from the index, let's say 0. Then we'll move our pointer from here to here, which is index 1. So all the substrings starting from index 1. So this is this, this. Okay, so you'll try to find it for all the substrings. So let's say take example of, let's say, any of these substring. Let's say this substring. I'll just take this as a substring. Let's just example. For this particular substring, what you'll do is that you will keep on adding the next digit, and you will just check out that the current digit is equal to the previous digit. If it is, then it is forming a pair. So you will form, let's say, this pair count, PC. So you will keep on just adding that. If the jth element, whatever element I am on, and the previous element is same, then increment the pair count. If the pair count becomes greater than 1, then we'll just break because I cannot make a longer substring. So let's say Let's move this part out, some part. L- let's say that this is somewhat a larger string. Let's say this is 3 3. So if I find out one possible pair count in this substring, because it is pointed here, if I keep on going ahead, because one pair is fine, but if I take out one more pair, then that is bad. If I have some more numbers ahead in this string, I cannot form it as a substring. Those are all bad because I had already find out two pair counts in this particular substring. If I add more digits to this substring, all will be false because I already find out two possible pair count. So that is, we'll break out of this point, which means that this I is the outer for loop. Okay, this will give the starting point of the substring, and this j is the ending point of the substring. So for every ending point starting at the ith point, we will keep on appending the elements. If it is goes, the number of pair count increased by one, will just break out, will not extend my j any further. Okay, and else if it is, we'll keep on adding the pair, let's say pair count. And when it is valid, if it is not breaking, it is valid because it means that till that point the number of pair count is one or less than one. So in that scenario, what is the length? So length is j minus I plus one, because let's say so j minus I will give you a difference, but j and I are both inclusive. So j minus I plus 1 is the length of the substring that is between j and I. That is a valid semi-repetitive string. So you will just keep on finding out the maximum among all the possible substring that you have, and you will just print out the length of the maximum possible substring. Okay, that is the overall logic on the code part. So it is a O of n square approach, but n is only, you can say, very small, which is only 50. So 50 into 50, so it has a very small bound of, let's say, 2500 only. Okay, so that is the overall case of this particular problem. If you still have any doubts, you can mention down in the comment box of this particular video. I will see you in the next one. Till keep coding, and bye.